Anyway, this is our website as of right now. So if a company needs something delivered, we'll click right here, and it links up to a Wi-Fi form. What I'm trying to do is, if someone wants something delivered, whether it be a shirt from the mall, a burrito, a sandwich, anything, we have Square linked up to our account, and so someone can pay us for the price of the item, and then they can also pay for this, which is our delivery fees. So as you see right here, that's $4. That's a delivery that's downtown. $6 is Ghent, and $8 is Colonial Place, ODU, Larchmont area. Well, my problem is I'm having a lot of trouble marketing to other customers. You know, we have Order Up and Postmates and companies like that that have sort of been ruling this market. So I'm trying to promote that my company is a green and local alternative to that. So the main reason I'm presenting tonight is I want to hear your feedback of what you'd want to get delivered, how you feel about those sort of prices, and just any experience you would have that could help me out in any way.
You said you deal with law firms and things like that, so
We do.
you go back and forth to the courthouse, stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah, what about like Norfolk Station and these offices I see, like, you know, they're local, a lot of people use them just here, you know, because they're based right here in downtown Norfolk. Do they have vehicles or how do they get their stuff out of there?
Not sure. They are right next door.
Yeah,
I can go
man,
over there
that's
and
what I'm
talk to
saying,
them.
yeah. Yeah.
That's a great idea. Thank you.
So you mentioned that the most people that are using you are obviously like classic old school delivery style paper documents that can't be faxed.
That's right. Yeah, I spend a lot of time in the courts.
Right, classic delivery. So what, obviously you're competing with Postmates and Order Up, you said, so
That's right.
what, like, obviously green is a differentiating point, but you know, for the average consumer that's not a big enough sell, what are some of the use cases that you're looking at right now as like viable next you know, avenues of revenue, really?
Well, right now we're partnered with a burrito place down the street, California Burrito. We're doing deliveries for them at nighttime, and other restaurants have expressed interest in working with us. Like, I'm working on a package right now with Smoothie King to deliver their smoothies. I'm also working with the Chelsea Bakehouse to deliver their bread to local restaurants that use it.
But do you see things other than, you know, obviously like food and documents, those are classic, but there's a lot of, you know, competition, and documents is a little bit less, but food is a hugely competitive marketplace. Are there any types of other products, mediums, services, etc., that you see as, you know, being viable for you? You know, a backpack you only can fit. So I mean, I've seen messengers, you know, carry a large amount of stuff, but I guess what, you know, hypothetically, if you could put anything on your back, you know, if you snap your fingers tomorrow and get a client, what does that look like to you?
Not sure I understand the
What's
last part of that question.
Other than food and documents, what are the randoms that you can deliver?
I'd like to start delivering alcohol, but the only thing,
That's
the
what I was gonna
only hurdle to overcome is that it's $3,000 for an ABC license.
So obviously alcohol is a legal hurdle to get over, but I mean, again, that kind of what I said is if you could just pick any client you wanted to in the area and have them, you know, as a client, or even if it's a product, what, you know,
residual business would you?
yeah, like what would you want? If you could snap your fingers and be like, they're my client, what does that look like to you? You know, kind of what's your, not end game in a way, but you know.
I mean, I would like to just be able to, just market myself to deliver anything for any particular client. So if someone sees that, oh, well, you know, within reason, we'll deliver you anything you want, you know, whether it's like groceries from the store or, I mean, I just want to market to people that are in their apartments hanging out and they need something, they don't want to go out.
Well, your delivery speed would probably be faster if I ordered pizza and you went and picked it up and I just did carry on as opposed to me ordering through the delivery service. I mean, it sits there.
How do you compete with in-house delivery for a lot of
You need a
people
sales guy.
have it?
Could you position it to the companies themselves and have them be the driver, like maybe a bookstore or a church, and have them market directly to their clients or their customers within the area, and then cater to them and have them push your way, almost like have them you have them market for you. Or you can get a bicycle bill for $2 and open like Tuber instead of Uber and just
That's
roll
pretty
people
cool.
around. Either way,
They're but they have a rickshaw company already.
I mean, can you lock in, like you said, could you lock in, could you go to a bookstore and say, I'm, if anybody orders a book from you, I'm your official guy. Like, I want to sign a 6 months.
That's a good idea. That's something I was actually thinking about.
Talk about Connor and what just.
Because I was thinking about, a friend of mine gave me some advice. Because we want to deliver beer, but we don't want to, like front that $3,000 cost for an ABC license if that market is not going to be profitable for us. So he told me, go up to the breweries, have them market delivery. We deliver for them, but we establish a client-based customer relation already. And then if that is successful, then we can afford that license, go on our own, and still have that customer base. So something like what you're talking about with the books, that's kind of along the same lines. It's a good idea because they'll get to know our faces and basically.
I mean, it sounds like your biggest hurdle really is contact with customers, because it's not that people aren't lazy, because everybody's lazy, but it's that people don't know about you. So instead of having to do your own marketing, it's really easy to basically offer you're not charging, I'm just calling X as a variable for whatever business you have placed in there. If you go to a business and say, give me a 6-month contract, I want to handle all your deliveries. If you have anything, hand it off to me. There's no downside to any business to take that on as a thing you could give them. I mean, if they ask for a kick, whatever terms you can work out with them. But if they're selling books and it's harder for them, or alcohol or clothing or whatever the medium is, and it's hard for them to deal with that, I mean, you could also even look at a basic use case of businesses that have online stores have to deliver things to a post office every day. If you can be there, just think of an A-B problem, Businesses have to take things to a post office. That means they have to pay someone more time, and that may be difficult, so.
I like that. I really like that idea. I'm going to get at you.
We'll talk more after.
I think you were next.
Yeah, I mean, I guess a better way to rephrase that, something I learned the hard way from building the VR set, is that I heard you saying that you would prefer marketing to everyone and everyone to know that you could deliver anything. But I found out that you have to focus on something first and then scale up. Because if I said, I want to compete against Oculus and the Vive, that'll be crazy. I know I have to start somewhere, get that right, and then scale up from there. Because then, like he said, if people talk, and that's the best kind of advertising that people have. And if you do something right, whatever you choose doesn't matter. And you might fail like choosing one, but at least you've got to iterate. Then those people talk to other people. So I think your issue is really choosing something to focus on, like really hard, and then getting something really right at the beginning, and then everything kind of blooms from there. So that's
I like that.
You just need a cold call, man, knock on doors.
Consider avenues where they're not buying anything from your site, really picking up something from somebody else. Say I left my wallet downtown. Do you have a way of me contacting you to go pick up my wallet on my behalf?
Absolutely.
Do you guys do those things?
Like TaskRabbit.
We could. Leave your wallet somewhere and we'll try it out.
So how does being a bicycle messaging service or a carrier service limit you?
I'd say distance-wise. I'd say the farthest that me or any of my riders have to go is like 42nd Street, ODU area.
Does it limit like what you can carry? Like you
we've
can't
got-
bring a piano, right? Like
No, that's not going to work.
So you have to have a weight limit.
You'd be surprised what people can carry on their back.
We have an extra charge for boxes that are big. So for our documents, it's $10 per document. But if I've delivered like an 80-pound box before, so I've tacked on a couple extra dollars for that.
How many couriers do you have?
I have 3 right now.
Well, how are you? I think you'd have to make about 45 deliveries every day for 365 days to make 100,000 a year.
So how are you going to compete with Amazon Prime and Order Up and all those places that pretty much have a lockdown? Just do a subscription model,
That's tough.
and they don't have to do anything
I
and just watch them.
think the initiative of being local, man, that's a big thing, man. Other business local.
It's low. I mean,
It's just hard to scale it and how to compete with the advertising money.
How do you make yourself visible to just say regular Joe Schmo on the street? How do I know that you have a character? You have like a flag on your bicycle with your brand name, with a telephone number, a quick link for someone to hit you up.
That's a good idea. We've got stickers. We have a couple of shirts, but we actually just got a new logo, so we're going to be making new shirts very shortly.
You can also target people with mobility issues because they can't get out and go pick things up. And so that's another market that you can hit. And something that I did recently, because I was going to order something off of Amazon, but I could order it online, and I had my husband pick it up because he was already out. So if there's a way to partner with the store that offers that type of service where you can order the product online for pickup in the store, you can pick that product up and deliver it to them. So that made me pay a little extra because I got it the same day versus waiting for Amazon to send it to me 2 days later.
That just opened up a whole new realm for me.
And your relationships will be key, man. Like you'll gain those relationships with those people that you're delivering for. I mean, that's crucial. I've done sales for 10 years. I knocked on doors for 6. Like that's all it is. I didn't have the best pricing in town. I went up to the Staples of the world, and it's really that local approach and that personal touch, man. That's really what you kind of lead with.
And like, there's a lot of noise in the consumer. Like, I mean, like direct to consumer. As a consumer, I don't think that I would be like, think of you first. I would do Amazon Prime now because it's easy on my computer and it's already ingrained. But again, to reach out to these local businesses and be like, I want to be your like delivery guy.
Yeah.
I'll give you 2 weeks free. I'll deliver anything to anywhere to anybody within this zone for free, and then we'll talk about like the cost that gets passed on to your person. But like, try me out free, and then you go to the other consumer and say, hey, look, I'm sorry, like other business. I work with this bookstore. I work with this clothing store. I work with this art over here. I am your downtown Norfolk guy, and really pushing it to businesses. That's
Let
where
the
I see
business
it.
advertise you.
You're earning the business.
Yeah.
That's good.
I think we got time for one more.
How many, along the lines of what you were saying, people with mobility issues, and something that I'm looking around the room and probably don't think about this in this crowd, but there are like assisted care facilities where somebody can't, the bus only goes on Wednesdays to the Kmart. And my dad lives in one of those places, and he needs flosser things, and he needs something else, and he can't go because the bus isn't going, and it's Thursday, and those people are loyal to the T, and they have money. And so I'm wondering how many of those kind of places that you could cozy up to offer that kind of thing that are in your area.
You got that big building. No, the other one. You got that one.
They're good people to talk to. I mean, they're easy. You know, they're laying back.
I don't think we're short on ideas, right, on how to scale your business and where to go. I think there's a lot of great stuff happening there. But you've already got customers, right?
That's right.
Have you asked them why they're using your service instead of these other services? Because it doesn't matter what kind of business you want to do, in my personal opinion. If you don't have a good feedback channel for the people that are choosing you, you don't know why they're choosing you. And once you have that information is key, then you're ready to scale. I think this guy over here talked about it earlier. Don't be all things to all people. Focus on what you're great at, get the customer feedback, and then grow from there.
Yep.
Instead of charging $8 for delivery in ODU, franchise your service to some kids with bikes out in the ODU area who can do it for the same $4 price you do here locally.
It's not a bad idea.
So like you're just using your backpack for carrying things. Is that, what about like the kids trailers? I got 2 kids, man. I could put like 150 pounds there and 6, 12 packs. You can put you can make a custom trailer for that.
We do have a trailer in the back somewhere.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's missing some parts, but
yeah,
it
it's
could be
got lights. You
operational.
got lights on and everything, man. That's a smart idea. Cool.
It's a good idea too.
Great job.
I'm a humongous